your political and ethnic affiliation. All we do on this program is to ensure the development, advancement, of course, a peaceful coexistence of the people of Abia State. Remember, it is God's own state. And then if you do not do your responsibility in certain things on the right lane, I wonder how we'll be able to attend the name God's own state. My name is Moses Ben, saying welcome. And then sit tight. The program is always interactive. We'll make open the phone lines at the appropriate time for you to come in and also contribute to what we want to discuss this morning. Because at that point in time, it's boiling. It appears that nobody is seeing it in Abia State. But it is our responsibility to ensure we contribute to fixing this anomaly or perhaps this issue going on in Abia State. And also being joined this morning by my colleagues, Ike Ogbonnaya. Welcome once again, this time around. Abia 360.
Oh, yes. Like I said, we're always here to do our best to, tackle issues for the good of the society. And like rightly said, Abia is God's own state and it's for everybody. There's no discrimination here. Our focus is for the good of Abia. My pleasure.
All right, of course, he has been maintaining his mantra, and I just reminded him yesterday that do not forget, somebody has been encouraging you morally, and then he wanted to fight me. Oh, do you want to join the group? I said, no, already I've been at the background, playing my own role. Incorruptible Sam. Good to have you join us again. This time around, it is Abia 360.
Yeah, good morning, and good to be back again. Abia 360 is... the one that comes once in a week.
Once in a week.
And I think it's a nice one, actually, coming from Rapid FM. Yes, it might sound somehow that I'm actually praising my own house, but it's a beautiful one because if we talk about Nigeria, Ondo, Plateau, Benue, Bauchi, and we don't give attention to Abia, our own. That means charity is not actually beginning from home.
Yes. All right.
It's a beautiful one.
And then if it appears that we do not also, as you have established, give attention to certain issues that could call for contribution from the populace in Abia State, it will be, okay, what is the need of you? I haven't got into this height that you can contribute to issues like this. So it speaks volumes if we do not give attention to this. But gentlemen, I know how long we have dwelled on this issue of the Aba North State constituency in the Abia State House of Assembly. We've discussed it on this platform several times, but the people of Aba North is a great concern. We handled part of it on Standpoint. While we were even running off that program, there is another publication from a political party in Abia State still on this issue. First of all, I wanted to get your reaction, Sam, on this issue of representation of Aba North constituency. You told me that, of course, that's your constituency. It's been months now. Your impression, your reaction to the issue.
It's so sad, actually, that the people of Aba North, they are expecting something to happen, at least someone that they sent there to represent them. And they are yet to see anything happening because the person hasn't actually been allowed to sit on the seat and walk. So my question now is actually... So the things meant for Aba North constituency.
For this period of time,
who has been
taking it?
That's a big question, and that answer is actually not coming. The last time we heard, we hosted the representative of who that should be Umunochi.
Okay, yes,
I don't know why his name keeps.
That is Matthias Ume.
Yeah, he said something. He said, "See that the issue now at hand is that." Aaron Uzodike hasn't actually done the needful by going to the oracle to clear
what Destiny Nwagu took up.
And he said something that I am still holding on to. He said that the matter that Destiny took to court is nothing. That is very little. It's just now for Aaron Uzodike to go there and clear it. So that he will be duly, sworn in. So I don't know why Aaron also hasn't, gone that way. Instead, he's looking another way. Yes, there's one thing about politicians that sometimes, I get tired of them. They want to exercise power. I don't agree I think this we no go agree. Politicians have actually been practicing it even before it became so popular.
Is it Ekwechiri or Ekwechiri?
Ekwechiri.
Okay, Ekwechiri.
You understand?
I knew that I was going to laugh at me. But that's by the way.
So if that is one thing we must do for things to happen the right way or to move the right way, why not everyone look at that? I'm just suggesting. Why not he look the other way?
If that is
because
the alternative,
this is somebody coming from
to
Labour
ensure that
Party.
the people of that constituency are being represented.
Yes, this is a representative of the Labour Party saying that the PDP candidate should just look that way of going to their court to say no, this is me now. Destiny, summon me here. Okay, I'm here now. They will just look into the matter and rubbish it. But he is not looking that way. Then it's for me. Will I say from the state in general right
All
now,
right.
they have failed Abanot constituent.
Okay.
They have really failed them because this is almost 1 year.
Of course, one would say that this is
Almost
clearly
1 year.
undemocratic.
It is not supposed to be so. Does the governor need to go in there? Is it only the courts, issue now? How do we resolve this thing? For me, that's what I'm after. Let us resolve it so that Abanot
All right.
we start receiving what is due them.
All right, Ike, conversely, how true and how possible that the Labour Party member in the State House of Assembly, we are aware of that information, sir. I can still remember clearly, saying that there are documents proving an injunction. Can we say truly that these things are there, stalling the swearing in or inauguration of Aaron Uzodike to representing the good people of Aba North constituency? As Sam has cited, of course, Aaron, why not step up? Do that if that is the only option to ensure that the people of Aba North constituency are being represented at the Abia State House of Assembly. Another angle to this. How true could this also be?
Well, you and I, we are not judges, or we're not lawyers. We are not in the judiciary. But if there are such things, I think it is incumbent on Uzodike to deal with it, to deal with it squarely. Well, let me use the word rather than pursuing shadows.
Okay.
If there are issues to be dealt with, let him step up, face it, and then, of course, obviously, he must have the backing of the people. Because what I don't like is this issue of trying to manipulate the traditional rulers, trying to coerce or get them to do things that are not proper. We are not happy with the fact that the issue of Abanot state constituency has not been dealt with. It should be thoroughly dealt with so that they can have a representative like other constituencies in the state. So if there are issues to be dealt with, we'll advise the Honorable Uzodike to step up and deal with it, just like he, eventually went to court in the first instance, because we understand he went to Court of Appeal to issue a bench warrant to the Speaker and the Clerk of the House, for them to swear him in. And then, of course, we understand that also the Court of Appeal threw away or trashed the case for lack of merit. That we don't know, but I'm sure that as we progress, we'll get clearer pictures on all that needs to be done. So our position here is what needs to be done should be done. Let that constituency have a representative in the House of Assembly like other constituencies. Incorruptible rightly asked, what is happening to
the funds,
the issues. So
the constituency projects and all of those things that happen at the floor of the House.
They are obviously lying fallow. They are not being attended to. They should be attended to. What is good for the goose is equally good for the gander.
All right, gentlemen, while we are still deliberating, or we have been deliberating on this issue, of course, there has been a publication from the African Action Congress, Abia State Chapter, talking about the negligence of the Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly in swearing in Honorable Aaron Uzodike despite court verdict. This morning, still on Abia 360, on how we can ensure that this issue is being settled. We have in the studio the State Chairman of African Action Congress, Comrade Ezuma Ibe Kelechi Uku. I believe I didn't murder your name this morning. Thank you for joining us on Abia 360 this morning.
Okay.
All right, we cited this publication. We said we should call you for defense. And then let us know what prompted this publication.
Well, I base in Aba North, Atowata.
Are you a constituent of
yes,
Aba North constituency?
Constituency, yeah. And I represent the African Action Congress as the state chairman, as you rightly said. So my name remains Ezume Ibe Kelechiukwu. I am deeply concerned, though we have been watching what have been transpired, and we are worried because we don't have a representative. Aba North have been marginalized. That is the truth. And that was why we released that publication. Although we have a publication we have sent to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. We have sent to the Speaker of the House. We have sent to the Deputy Speaker of the House. We have also written to the Inspector General of Police. We have also written to the Department of State Security Service, Abuja, concerning the issues going on in Aba North. And that is our position remains that let the right thing be done. Because from this court judgment, the appeal court have given their ruling. And we all are aware that appeal court remains the highest decision-making call for any case that have to do with Senate, House of Rep, and State House of Assembly. And someone, you say that why can't Aaron Uzodike go to a court to take a judgment based to clear the doubt?
What about that? Is there anything of such in place?
I want to ask a simple question. When Supreme Court declared Dr. Alex Otti winner as the highest court for that particular case, how do you think PDP can go to a lower court to take a court injunction to stop the swearing in of Alex Otti? How possible is that when the Supreme Court have given a ruling in that matter? And as it stands now, the appeal court remains the highest court for this particular case, and they have given their ruling. So I don't think it's wise enough. And I have a case they filed where the case they went to the court was trashed by the court.
The one that
at the Federal
Destiny
High Court
went
at
and
Okwa East. It was trashed by the court.
Do you have the document with you?
I have the document with me. It was trashed by the court, but they will not tell people that. And I don't see...
You can put it up. We are live on YouTube, so our camera can capture the documents as well.
This is the case file. It was at Okwa East High Court, and it was trashed by Okwa East High Court.
The one that is restraining the Abia State House of Assembly Speaker from swearing in Aaron Uzodike.
Exactly.
So the content of the judgment is that the State House of Assembly Speaker should swear in Uzodike?
Yes. And also, I want to particularly make it clear.
All right.
That this state have not come to tell us their fear in swearing Aaron Uzodike.
Do you think that they have fear? They have something they're hiding?
I can boldly say it.
What would clearly be? Just go ahead.
Without fear or favor, I can boldly say that there was a message from the speaker to the public, making it known to us that it is an order from above not to swear Aaron Uzodike in.
In this case, the above could be the court. In this case,
now,
and then you are showing us a document that the court,
yes, they didn't say otherwise.
Now we begin to answer a question: how do you mean that the order is from above? For example, there was a court case we had. A lawyer will always tell us, "My hands are tied. My hands are tied." We will boldly ask the lawyer, "Please, can you tell the honorable court, the judge, please, who tie your hand?"
All right.
We have boldly asked the speaker, "Can you please tell us the order from above?" And if you watch what is happening, you will see that what we are trying to practice in Abia is one-party system, if care is not taken. If care is not taken, Abia, we enter one-party system. And that is why, if you watch what is happening both in the House, if you can look deeply in what is happening in Abia State politics, you will know that Abia State is trying to run one-party system. And that is pure marginalization. I know what AAC have undergone during the general election. I'm not here to talk about it because I know the threat and whatever we got, even from the so-called Labour Party that people are celebrating today. I know what we passed through. I'm not here to talk about it. Maybe next time I will come for it. But if, as he's talk, I also got a message that the fear of the speaker from swearing Uzodike in is that they are having a little fear of somebody who will move a motion for the impeachment of the speaker. I have the message with me that is their fear of swearing him in. That if they end up in swearing him in, that they might move a motion for the, will I say, the removal of the Speaker of the House.
Is this not too early to allege? Because if you are moving a motion to impeach a speaker, it could be on the ground of misconduct or gross misconduct, doing things outside the Constitution. So why this illusion? No. Why this insinuation, assumption that it could take that direction?
It is not an assumption because as I said, I have a message confirming from someone in Labour Party, but I will put the name anonymous.
All right.
He confided in me that their fear is two reasons. One, in order for the removal of the speaker. Because the truth is, the signing of the budget in Abia State, I'm sorry to say this, the governor have not come for one day and tell us the project that have been allocated, how much it is being cost. And you see, there are so many things that is going on in Abia State that's undemocratic. If we are to talk about democracy, the democracy have been breached in Abia State, whether you like it or not. And if you watch what is happening, that is why if you go on social media, some people alleged and said that the governor is running the state as an emperor. Because one, by right, every budget should pass through the due process.
And when you say as an emperor, there are persons who are saying that the governor is the savior to them also.
Yes. Well, that is to many of those that don't understand the due process of governance. I'm sorry to say this. It happens to be that most Abians, will I say, most people that are being marginalized, many of them are illiterate to go to understand what is happening on ground. The first question I ask, why is it that the budget or the project the governors have assigned or have commissioned, none of them have followed the due process, which the House of Assembly and we Abians are supposed to know the
when
cost.
You say the due process, one would be asking or beg to know what the due process could be, because from time to time the government has said that you can as well visit, let's say, for example, the Ministry of Works to find out certain figures, to find out for yourself, to know for yourself how that particular project was actually arrived at, the companies involved and all of that. So your clarity on this issue.
Okay. I will start with the past administration.
All right.
No matter that Abians complained of the administration of PDP, but I will still say that Okezie Ibazo, the former governor of Abia State, who sincerely did a great work in Abia. Number one, I think PDP were the first administration led by Okezie Ibazo to have come on every publication by Chief John Ukiyikalo to always tell Abians how much every project costs.
It could be the style of administration of that previous administration, and then you will not expect all the administrations to have a similar pattern or style of doing things.
But we are not running a circuit court in Abia. Are we? Are we running autocracy system of government in Abia? You tell us so you can clear the air. And secondly, if you watch what is happening, you see that the governor have also breached some constitutional rights. He have gone against, abused of so many things. Let me bring in something. For instance, many government projects are being signed from Isi Alangwa, the country home of the governor, which is a crime. That is the same thing Joseph Biden, the president of America, he faced a case. Go and follow what is happening. And the case was that he picked a government call in his country home. The Republicans, they used it as a case against him. If not that the Democrats were a majority in the House, by now Joseph Biden would have impeached. Because you can't answer an official government call at the comfort of your home. But here in Abia, most projects, most governmental visits of some dignitaries are being done in the country home of the governor. And we have our Abia State Government House that have been commissioned by Dr. Okezie Ibazo. And if you watch the last quarter budget, it was stated that the governor used 5 billion naira to renovate a government house. But the government house is not functioning. The government is not reporting from the government house. So where did that 5 billion naira go to? That is number one question. If we are to do things here, if the Abia State House of Assembly is supposed to ask questions, why are you not using the government house? Dr. Okezi Ibazo consistently for 8 years was able to use the government house. And when he saw that there is a need to build to complete the government house that have been in process in terms of theology, he commissioned it.
Commissioning it, but the government of Alex Otti has come up to say that this commissioned government house is not befitting for government officials
it is left for
to
him
be considered government house.
It is left for him to build it to his standard. But that is not an excuse to be running government from your house. Are we running? That's why I answer, are we running a secret court in Abia?
All right, we'll come back to all these issues, but a critical one that is of concern to virtually every Abian, every citizen in Abia State is the constituency, Aba North constituency. The constituents at the moment are not represented in the Abia State House of Assembly. All those things, is it the reason for the publication that there is a negligence on the side of the Speaker of the House of Assembly, State House of Assembly?
Yes, there is a great negligence. Because first of all, the court order should be obeyed. The court order from appeal, ordering the swearing in of Aaron Uzodike should be obeyed. I don't think there is any other court that have the right, even the, as I said before, that the acclaimed high court they went to, they trashed the petition. So I was thinking that the government, the Speaker of the House, have neglected the rule of law. If the rule of law should be implemented here, that means everyone knows that they should be sworn in.
All right.
There was a point our brother made here. He said that what is happening to the budgets that are assigned to Abia North, there is no representative. So the money for the allocations of budget, who is aware of it? And if what is happening, we don't have a representative up to now. And as of today, Abia State House of Assembly is having a sitting in Abia State House of Assembly. Then who will be present? Who will speak on our behalf? That's our main concern. Our main concern is the negligence of the Speaker in following the due process. We have called on the Senate President. He gave us a response. According to him, to the mail he sent back to us, that there is no other court higher than Court of Appeal in that decision. For instance,
the Senate President replied to the letter?
Yes. And the Senate President make it clear that when the same appeal court gave a ruling concerning the case of a man known as Onya Chanaba, he was sworn in immediately. The same thing go on to Akabondo, the one representing Abia Central. Immediate Court of Appeal gave a ruling. Now the question is, why didn't Darlington Wokocha of the Labour Party, why didn't he go to a lower court to take a judgment stopping the swearing in of Akabondo? If that is the question in place. Because I don't think that the Labour Party in Aba North are telling us the truth. Because if they are telling the public the truth, they should come out and we can go and seek for legal advices and now answer some questions regarding this issue.
All right, on Abia 360 this morning is an extension of what we had earlier on Standpoint. How do we address at this point in time the representation of Aba North constituency, state constituency in the Abia State House of Assembly? The program is quite interactive. Remember that despite your political and ethnic affiliation, Abia 360 is a platform that we come together to ensure we build Abia State as a dear state. We've got a short break. When we return, there are questions that my colleagues have already been pocketing to put across. They will do that. And also, we'll open the phone lines for you to call in. It is Abia 360. Stay with us.
96.5 FM Umuahia is grateful to the following persons and organizations for their sponsorship and support to the maiden edition of Rapid Star Rise Music Reality Show. Galvized Logistics Company Limited, number 2 Ojike Street off Bended Road, Umuahia, Abia State. Honorable Anderson Akaliro, member representing Umuahia North State Constituency. Onyem's Pharmacy, 21 Azikiwe Road by School Road, Umuahia. We care, God heals. Elix Wears, number 28 Azikiwe Road by School Road, Umuahia, Abia State. Elix, Trends of your wardrobe. Rapid Star Rise. More sponsors wanted.
Words are powerful tools, but actions send a message louder and clearer. If your actions don't match your words and promises, people will begin to lose trust in you. Join an hour with Comrade Chimobi Obundiogo every last Friday of the month on Rapid 96.5 FM by 10 a.m. as it discusses issues that concern Abia State and Nigeria for development. Also, it features human empowerment segments and giveaways. An hour with Comrade Chimobi Obundiogo. Well done is better than well said.
Abia is our own pride. From Abia North down to Abia Central and to Abia South, we all live as people in God's own state. Despite our political and ethnic affiliations, we must continue to build our state. Abia 360 brings you up to speed with the political, economic, cultural, infrastructural, and all-round developments in Abia State. Every Tuesday by 10 a.m. only on Rapid 96.5 FM Umuahia. Abia 360, building our desired Abia State.
Yeah, welcome back to Abia 360 on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. We are still addressing a concern in Abia State at the moment. We still have our guest, the state chairman, African Action Congress, Abia State, Comrade Ezume Kelechi Ukwu. Thank you for staying on the program this morning.
Thank you.
My colleagues, of course, Incorruptible Sam, who has decided not to be to take the other path, and also I can stay here. I don't know if this document corresponds with yours, Kelechi, this morning. In the High Court of Abia State of Nigeria, in the High Court of Okwa Judicial Division holding at Aba, was that the document you're trying to show us that quashed the objection?
Yes.
Or trying to restrain the swearing in of Aaron Uzodike between Honorable Nwagu Destiny Akaraka being claimant and then Honorable Aaron Uzodike Emmanuel, the Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Abia State House of Assembly, the Attorney General of Abia State, dated, okay, if I can see clearly, 19th day of March 2024, that quashed the injunction that was taken by Nwagu not to swear in Aaron Uzodike. The program is quite interactive. 09160 00965 or 09160 33396. But before then, my colleagues have things to make us improve. Incorruptible Sam, you've listened to the issue. This is your constituency, and then it is not because of you. I am in Abia State, and I would say that it concerns Moses Ben also. Let us get your question, of course.
Well, my question would have actually been on, why our guest is more like sounding as if he is
your brother from the same constituency.
Yes, we don't do brother.
Abanot.
No, we don't do brother here.
Abanot. You're from Abanot. He's from Abanot also.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've actually been sounding so soft where it concerns PDP. I don't know. Do your party have that, rapport
as a league
with the PDP as a party, or you are just
because he's the chairman of the African Action Congress,
not PDP, but right. The way you've been sounding, good a thing you're from Abanot and the state since PDP has actually been in charge. Are you actually saying that PDP era is still better, and you love Abians to even go back to the PDP era and not giving the new party, Labour Party, or the new leadership the opportunity, to lead us? Because there is that soft landing you have for PDP.
Okay.
Can you explain that to us?
I will explain that. We have to make it clear here that my party is not in affiliation with any party. No, right. We are not in affiliation. My party remains the African Action Congress, which have our national chairman as Comrade Omoyele Sowore, the human rights activist. My party believes in justice, equity, and fairness. And let the right thing be done. And we speak when the need arises. Like if you watch all this, why these things have been going, we have been quiet over this issue. And we have tried to make sure that the law will take its course. First of all, I will make it clear that I am not saying that PDP it was a very good party. But I will boldly say that there were good people in PDP. PDP is not as bad as the image have been painted. That's number one. Number two, if you come to this present government, I'm sorry to say this, PDP never run the administration with the kind of propaganda that Labour Party have been running the administration with. There was one propaganda that nearly tied us apart. They told us that we are having 24 hours light supply in Aba. But I can boldly tell you that we are still betting it with the sum of 20,000 naira. If there's anybody that can call exactly place in Aba that is having 24 hours light supply. People have been calling me from Lagos, from Abuja, from so many places. They also told us that they have paid pensioner for 9 years. It was published by the media. I saw it on Arise TV. I was very shocked. But they were not able to tell us that they only paid for 9 months, and they told the pensioners to also forget the rest. If you want the kind of propaganda that this government have been moving with, you see that PDP have once tried to be sincere. No matter PDP did not do what Abians expected them to do. Because we expected Okeze Ikpeazu as Nwaba Garaba. There was a lot of things we expected from Okeze Ikpeazu. But sincerely speaking, Okeze Ikpeazu, for now, until we will see the performance of this government, Okeze Ikpeazu remains one of the best governors of Abia State. If you come to, I can boldly tell you some projects that were being commissioned.
Are you not speaking for your party or as an individual?
I'm speaking as an individual.
As an individual.
I'm speaking as an individual.
All right.
And also, I am not in support. I repeat, our party is not in affiliation with PDP.
All right.
But I'm talking the realities on ground. So, with here, I can boldly tell you that unless if this government can change from the issue of propaganda, let the reality, let the truth be told to the masses. That is only what we want.
Mike.
Okay. Good morning, AAC Chairman. It's good to have you on the studio this morning. Please, I wanted to clear two issues here now. Number one, are you trying to tell our dear listeners out there that there was no time Honorable Ozodike took the speaker and the clerk to Court of Appeal, demanding a bench warrant, and the court trashed it? That's number one. On the grounds that the court only said a certificate of return should be issued to him, but not for him to be sworn in. Which, of course, is why we are believing that Wago is feasting on that as a lacuna.
All right.
Then number two, what has been the role of the traditional rulers in all of this saga? Because somehow it appears to be that there are some complicities. Is it that they are on the side of Ozodike, or on the side of Wago, or on the side of the truth? Let who has been given a judgment be allowed to rule.
All right.
Please, just let's some few clarifications. Thank you very much.
I will start with the letter that was published by some traditional rulers. I wish you have a copy of that letter. You will see that...
Did they actually publish this later?
Yes, it was published.
All right.
And I can boldly tell you that there were 3 signatories of that letter. That one is dead today. Even before that letter was signed, he's already dead. He's buried already. Now, in that same letter, they told us, we saw the name of the one in Aba. There was a king in Aba at Fox Road.
You might not mentioning the name will not be necessary.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Now, the king himself, he's blind, and he's not even in Nigeria, but he's a signatory to that letter. The question is, who signed on his behalf? That is number one. And the traditional rulers from that letter, they wrote to the governor and to the Speaker of the House. They were claiming that they should declare the seat vacant when there is already a court ruling. Now, without that court ruling, I don't think INEC will be able to issue the certificate of return to Aaron Ozodike. That means for for INEC to give or to issue a certificate of return, that means they did it based on the order of the High Court, of the Appeal Court, demanding for that certificate of return to be issued to him. So now, coming to this, we went to appeal court for the bench warrant. We talk about the bench warrant where they took to against the Speaker of the House. Now, the truth remains that when they went to appeal court, when we found out the lobbying that was going on there, Aaron Uzodike boldly withdrew that petition from the appeal court. Mm-hmm. The case was withdrawn from the appeal. And if we also get the judgment of that appeal, you will see that Aaron Uzodike withdrew that petition when we find out the heavy lobbying that was going on in the appeal court. Now, we are still standing on the first judgment that was issued by that same appeal court petition, declaring Uzodike. They declared Uzodike winner of that election. Now, declaring somebody winner of that election, what again are you waiting for? Is only the person in. That is the questions people from Aba North have been asking.
All right.
And there is something I want to let us officially to know. We should not do what we will do and Aba North will vote against it. Because the quietness...
we are not anticipating that anyway.
We are not anticipating. We are not anticipating for that.
Okay.
We are not anticipating for that. Nobody is even talking about that. But the truth is that we should not even think about people asking questions.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let's bring in the listener at this point.
Okay,
Let's see on how we can contribute to solving this lingering crisis in Aba North State constituency. We are live on our YouTube page at Rapid 96.5 FM, 09160 000 or 09160 333 965. You can use that number as well as our WhatsApp message number, 09160 333 965. I beg your pardon. A very good morning to you, and thank you for joining Abia 360. You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Moses.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allah in the studio.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you.
Yeah, well done, sir. This is our guest in the studio. Good morning to you all.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Ese Eni Carlo. That voice from Abia Hotel government area.
All right, Eze, welcome.
Yeah, see, concerning this issue, to me, I suggest now the House of Assembly members, they are saying that there is a court order restraining the order from the Supreme
restraining the Abia State speaker.
Speaker. Now there is a court order restraining them from the previous court order, which is from the appeal court. Now for these people from this constituency, Aba North constituency, not to suffer, them to get the dividends of democracy, for them to be well represented in the House of Assembly. I suggest now this thing is happening for other seats not to be vacant at this. Who not better that the former person who won the election before the court now gave the order to continue to remain there, to deliver dividends of democracy to people of Aba North until they rule out the issue of this present court order that is preventing the previous.
All right, Eze.
So instead of leaving this vacant, the first person is not there, the second person is not there. It is not better. Let the former person who has already been there continue.
Thank you.
That whatever thing that is due for that particular constituency will be given to them.
All right, Eze.
So that these people will not suffer much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My brother.
All right,
have a nice day.
We appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. But we must also understand the fact that the court has already handled this issue. Let us be aware of that. Good morning, and thank you for joining Abia 360.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. How are you?
We are fine. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I am Mr. Godi Abakuru.
All right, Godi.
Abakuru is calling Obama in SNITMDC.
All right.
In fact, I want to commend you for bringing up this issue to the public domain. You see, for me, my own view about it is that what is happening in Abia State now, as it relates to the non-swearing in of the man that got judgment from the appeal court, is an abuse of court process. Is a gross disregard for the rule of law.
All right.
The case of State House Assembly, the litigation stops at appeal court. And once the appeal court gives judgment, that judgment must be implemented. for anybody to start going to a lower court. I bet you, if that matter finally gets back to appeal court, whoever initiated that process will pay a heavy fine.
Exactly.
I don't know. They should swear in the man immediately. I believe that the people in the State House of Assembly, even the government itself, they are enlightened people. You know?
All right.
Somebody should put himself in a situation like this. Say, if it were to be me, and I'm being denied my legitimate right, will I be happy?
Right.
Let us swear in the man immediately. Let us not behave like primitive people. Please, that is my take.
All right, thank you so much, God. We appreciate. Good morning and welcome.
I greet you all.
You're welcome.
You are all listed. Excellent is my name.
All right, excellent.
I don't know. You don't need to mourn more than the chief mourner. I'm more Catholic than the Pope. Hey, I always say this. When a man has eczema on his body, they say that man is dirty. But when a woman has eczema on her body, they say that it's chain reaction. I don't know. If you can recall, 2016, something on that. The clear winner by Okon. Okay, the person was going to a lecture at Abia State University. He had the judgment and came back and called it. Chief Judge there to off her phone. They declared 10 days public holiday. And they started that people that were power were jubilating. I don't know. What goes must come around. Bad water and good water they don't come out from the same tap at the same time. Now they are now. It's saying this, saying that. Don't know that anything that God doesn't come late. He comes later to give us latest news. Now they are now the person in the house started saying that that man there is a PDP now, you don't know.
Right,
so what is happening like that? Aaron is not even complaining. So, he came on one radio station that it doesn't you know the mean say he's alive listening to God. Because we have to obey the last order.
All right, excellent.
That second court that we obey. Everyone is not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to have done it in 5 days. Everyone knows that he didn't win the election.
All right, excellent.
I don't know.
All right.
He can't be here. He's here.
Thank you, excellent.
God is God. Remember this my sister.
All right, 0916-000-965 or 0916-333-965. What's your opinion on this issue? A very good morning to you and thank you for joining Abia 360.
Wow. Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm grateful I got through. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my greetings to all of you in the house, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you, good morning.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I want to question. This is Bramado on the line.
All right, Madu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I want to ask, after a court passed a judgment, is this whose responsibility it is to carry out that judgment? Just a question, please, sir.
All right, sir. Just keep listening, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. You're welcome to Abia 360.
Oh, my people, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Incorruptible Sam.
Akada, right?
Yes, Incorruptible Akada. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you are now a member in the Incorruptible Sam.
This one is
Incorruptible Sam.
They cannot corrupt us with these their political intrigues.
All right, welcome. Go ahead, please.
These things are called political jingoism and cumulative catalog of illegality. So you go. Now, let me tell you this. You don't fight illegality with illegality. I just State House of Assembly should do the right thing. See, I don't want this government to end up like the government of Rotas in Imo. The government of Rotas was being held. Hey, best government, Rotas is fixing Imo. Imo must be better. And he later ended up with the more you look, the less you see. I would not like the government of Uruti to end up like the government of Rotas in Abia, where you will now be saying, Messiah have come, Messiah of propaganda. Remember, those who live by propaganda will die by propaganda. If you have come as the Messiah, do the right things that are standard. Look at in your House of Assembly now, the minorities and the majority. Where's such a thing done now? Messiah.
Right.
Is now in Abia.
All right, Akada.
He's all right. We are watching this new Abia. We are watching.
All right, Akada, thank you so much. 0916000-965. A very good morning to you. Thank you for joining Abia 360. Hello, good morning. All right, redial the number. You're welcome to Abia 360.
Good morning, all of you in the studio.
You're welcome, sir.
Bishop Andes of Regional Tampa Square.
Right, Bishop.
You see, this issue, I believe there are things we, the ordinary citizens, don't know very much about, because I don't think that the speaker will, go out of his way to disobey court order. There must be something that we don't know, and that thing should be sorted out so that the right thing should be done. Because I believe in what the party, one thing that party chairman said there is that not all the people in PDP are bad, just as not all the people in Labour Party are good. There are good ones and there are bad ones. But what they are saying is, what anybody is doing, the person should remember that God is watching. God bless all of you.
All right, thank you so much, Bishop. We appreciate the contribution. 09160 0000965 or 09160 333 965. Do not forget, we're also live on our YouTube page at Rapid 96.5 FM. A very good morning to you and thank you for joining Abia 360. Hello, good morning. Okay, you've got to redial the number 09160 0000965 or 09160 333 965. You're welcome to the program.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Mr. Ben.
Good morning.
Thank you. It's Mr. Chijoke.
All right, Chijoke, welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Ben, first of all, I want to ask a question. Your guest. He said he's a party chairman from one party like that.
That's not from one party like that. African Action Congress.
AAC.
Okay, please, you can't blame me. This is the first time I am hearing their voice in Abia State. So I am very surprised that we have such party in Abia State. Well, no problem. Since he says he's a party chairman from another party, because for me, personally, I thought that
he is not just a party chairman. He is a constituent.
No, Mr. Ben,
he is a constituent. I get your point. He is a constituent of Abia North State constituency.
Yeah,
Aba North. Sorry,
okay.
I beg your pardon. Aba North. Yeah.
Okay, I thought that he's a PDP chairman in Abia State.
No.
That's why I respond like that. Okay, please. Since he's not the PDP chairman, well, but he speaks as if he knows everything about PDP. And if you watch the way he analyzed some issues, it's just about PDP. So what I'm trying to say is this: House of Assembly knows the right thing, and I believe they will do it.
All right.
Because we are still waiting for court. And mainly, Aaron Uzo Sinche, I have been waiting for him to make a comment and also to do the needful by going to court, because this is a court matter. And I think nobody should disturb the peace we have in Abia State.
All right,
Abia State is a peaceful state. So I am begging them, they should not disturb the peace we have in Abia State. And I believe House of Assembly will do the needful.
All right, thank you.
Anybody disturb Abia. We need peace in Abia.
Thank you, Chijoke. We appreciate your contribution. Before we turn the microphone to you, let's get to listen to this caller. You're welcome.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, because Obiade Moto, Akokua, that man Kuru, Maka pensioners. I'm not happy because this man helped the pensioners. Oh, when doc 1 million. Oh, when doc 1.something million. Oh, who go for 9 months? Who know what that man? You are
saying that man? That man? Who exactly, please?
Which man?
That man, no party. Can you know your party or party? Yeah. Okay, na go pensioners. No 9 months. Moshi sebere bapata omo abia. No 9 months. You go kuranyo. Why? Obi diage pensioners oto.
All right.
Now you go pensioner.
Yes, as I'm a hockey, I must say the truth and shame the devil.
And I tranquegi,
yes.
For how many months or 1 year?
Okay,
or 9 years.
I'm telling you the truth.
9 years. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, when the ego 5,000. And I am not working. That is balance about 5,000.
Okay.
Because only got 10,000. Yeah, that man na go 5,000. You go 5,000. Only got 20,000. You go 10,000. You go 10,000. Yeah, this man.
NUP.
Yeah, 9 months. You go Kurani. Onye ga 10,000 kariri.
All right, sir.
Am I correct?
All right.
You don't know what that man.
So bad, the information.
Come on, phone. Oh, that's why credit to me. What that man?
No, sir. That was a pensioner. Absolutely. We had to, despite what we are discussing this morning, it's still an issue we needed to give attention to. But let us round off the program at this point. It's been a long conversation. Comrade, you've listened to the contributions. Going forward, because our concern at this point is the Aba North State constituency. Just in 30 seconds, let us have your parting summation.
Okay.
On this program, rather.
I don't know if I'm permitted to read a particular section of the court judgment. Okay. In the Court of Appeal in Lagos Judiciary Division, holding at Lagos on Monday, the 27th day of November 2023. Appeal number CA0WEPSHA-AB30-2023 between Aaron Uzodike Emmanuel, People's Democratic Party, and Nwagu Destiny Akara, Labour Party, and INEC as the respondents. Now, upon this appeal coming up from hearing on the 16th day of November 2023, after hearing the Learned Council adopted the parties respectively briefed the argument, the court, having delivered their judgment on Monday, the 27th day of November 2023, it hereby ordered as follows. 1. That the court had resolved the issues 1 and 2 in favor of the applicant Aaron Uzodike Emmanuel. This appeal succeeds and it is allowed. Consequently, the first respondent, Nwagu Destiny Akara, was not qualified to contest the election, and all the votes purported casted in his favor in the election conducted on the 18th of March 2023 by the third respondent in respect of the office of the member representing Aba North State constituency in the Aba State House of Assembly are wasted votes. 3. The certificate of return that the third respondent, INEC, issued to Nwagu Destiny Akara is invalid and same here void. That the third respondent, INEC, shall issue certificate of return to the first applicant, Aaron Uzodike Emmanuel, of the second candidate who scored second in the highest number vote casted at the election as a member representing Aba North constituency in Aba State. All parties, 5 and the last, all parties shall bear their respective costs of the prosecution of this appeal. Signed, Deborah Musa, ESQ, Deputy Chief Registrar, Appeal Court, Lagos.
All right, let's end with that. I want to say a very big thank you to, of course, our guest this morning on Abia 360, the chairman, Abia State Chapter of African Action Congress, Comrade Ezumaibe Kelechukwu. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
on
very
the program.
much.
I will see the end of this particular struggle. Incorruptible Sam, thank you. That's your constituency.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
And then I will get to hear from you also. Follow up this issue, my brother. Aiko Bonaya.
Yeah,
Thank you for
let's
your
hope
time.
the matter will be resolved.
All right.
amicably.
If the matter will be resolved, because we are still going to the Abia State House of Assembly to drop a letter.
All right.
Today.
Thank you. My name is Moses Ben. Abia 360 will make a return next week, Tuesday. Good morning.
Guys, Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. I have here with me in the studio the CEO